655 people got jobs, and
Wow.
616 either got promotions or they got job enrichments. All right.
Wow.
This year,
Yeah.
2025, we want to increase the number from 355 who got jobs to 1,000. So we want.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fajira. If you're seeing this beautiful face for the very first time, I'm so happy to have you all in our beautiful family. For my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate. God bless you. New to this channel, I create content on UK immigration updates, live in the UK, scholarships in the UK, jobs and visa sponsorship in the UK, which I'm about to share a fantastic update with you all today because I know this is going to benefit a lot of people. We're actually looking at 1,000 people migrating or maybe getting visa sponsorship jobs in the UK this 2025. So I have a special guest in the house today and I will leave him to introduce himself to you. Over to you, Mr. Adiza.
Okay, super happy to be here again, once again, Fajira. So my name is Adaiza Suleiman, and I'm the founder of Tenalytics. Tenalytics is an educational technology company, the leading educational technology company,
Yeah.
helping Africans in Africa and Africans in the diaspora to transition into the tech ecosystem. Over the last 4 years, we've helped over 2,850 people to land their very first jobs in the tech ecosystem across multiple areas, from data analytics to data science, data engineering, cybersecurity, and so on and so forth. Now, what has made us so successful is the fact that we know that transitioning into the tech ecosystem goes beyond just the technical. So you
Yeah.
have to focus on both the technical and the employability skills. And we give
Yeah.
them equal weighting when it comes to, appreciation for that fact. And that's what has made us so successful over the last 4 years, going into the fifth year. Our participants cut across the globe, from Africa, the UK, the US, Canada, across Europe, and so on and so forth. 2024 was an amazing year for us. We
Yeah.
are looking to do more in 2025, and I'll be sharing a bit of our strategies going into 2025 with you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Adiza. Like, I always look forward to having you on this platform. You know, last year when we did that video, I've reached out to a few people that were successful after they got in touch with the organization, went through their training, and one of the things they told me about is the placement that enables them to get the work experience, which a lot of employers are looking for those that have got that work experience. So, which is why I have brought you here again today because, like I said, 2025 is a year that I'm very positive. Also my viewers as well, a lot of people have struggled with visa sponsorship and
Absolutely.
everything now in the UK. I would say maybe up to 80% or maybe 75 is about tech, and if
Yes.
you're able to upskill to that level, then you're good to go. And one of the things that happens with tech is you are able to get a job without having to pay anybody for any COS. I've seen a lot
Absolutely.
of people, and one of the things the organizations they do when they employ somebody in tech, pay for your visa fee, they pay for even your health insurance for you and your family without having to stress yourself. You see why I
Absolutely.
always want you to come here, because a lot of people are scared of tech, which is why you're here today to break it down to people who are scared that you don't really have to have a university degree to be able to function there. So I'm going to start with the first question on my list, which is, what is your scorecard for 2024?
Yeah. 2024 was amazing. It was an amazing year for us. Amazing
Yeah.
in the sense that we're able to, push the needle and achieve a whole lot when it comes to helping Africans in Africa and Africans in the diaspora to transition into the tech ecosystem. Last year alone, we helped over 971 people
Wow.
to either
Wow.
land their jobs or to get promotions and job enrichments in some form or the other. Out of the 971 people, 355 landed jobs, visa sponsored jobs, different jobs across the UK, the US, and Canada within all the areas I listed earlier, from data analytics to data science. So they
Yeah.
transitioned. Some of them were accountants, now they're business analysts. Some of them were care workers, now they're data analysts, data
Yeah.
scientists, and so on and so forth. So it was amazing for us. And 2025 has also started amazingly well as well.
That's
So
good.
looking at 2025, we're looking to do a whole lot more. And looking at a little bit, into 2024, apart from just individuals, we also had a lot of corporate trainings across the globe as well. Over 20 corporate training for different
Wow.
organizations, majorly within the banking industry and also FMCG. All right. Most of our people that got jobs, most of our participants came from the UK. Over
Wow.
65% came from the
Yeah.
UK. And that's simply because most of our participants, most of them are within that region. We had over 20% from Canada, 10% from the US, and of course the other 5% scattered across across Europe and also in Africa. So like I mentioned earlier, 2024 was super amazing for us. We also did something where we helped women. We offered scholarships to women
Wow.
last year, over
Amazing.
350 women. So if you go to our platform on YouTube, for example, and you look at our testimonial section, you see a lot of women breaking into tech. And it's a deliberate effort for us to help more women get into the tech ecosystem and get the jobs as well, just like the men are also doing. So once again, 2024 was amazing. We are looking to do a whole lot more come 2025.
You see me just smiling when you mentioned women. You know, women
Absolutely.
are always very scared of tech. Like,
Yes.
it feels like it's just the guys that are into tech. But like you
Yeah.
said, I've seen a lot of women who are currently doing very, very well in tech. And I'm so
Absolutely.
pleased to hear that organization was able to give scholarship to women. So guys, don't forget to click on the link in the description of this video and hurry. You don't know if you may get the scholarship, especially if you're a woman. So I'm really excited. This is men supporting women. Yeah, so thank
Absolutely.
you. Thank you so much for that. The next question I've got for you is, what are your projections for 2025? I know you've said some of them, but it would be nice for you to just emphasize
Yes.
a little bit on it.
Yeah, absolutely. So last year, like I mentioned,
Yeah.
355 people got jobs and
Wow.
616 either got promotions or they got job enrichments. All right.
Wow.
This year,
Yeah.
2025, we want to increase the number from 355 who got jobs to 1,000. So we want to
Great.
help 1,000 people, Africans in the UK, in the US, in Canada, across Europe. We want to help you land that job within the tech
Yeah.
ecosystem. All right.
Yeah.
So it's the best time for you to get started. And 2025, like I mentioned, Fajira, it has
Yeah.
started with, we've hit the ground running. We've had over
Great.
31 jobs that have come
Ooh.
in January alone. Yes, over 31. Yes, some of them, we started the processes. We've helped people prepare for their interviews. They have put in the applications last year, but the
Yeah.
offers, the reference checks, and all of that came in this very early in January, and the jobs are still coming in, as the week goes by. So we want to do 1,000, and we started well. We are looking to hit that number by December. If you want to get into the tech ecosystem, like Fajira mentioned earlier, I used to be scared of tech myself.
Yeah.
My first
Yeah.
degree was in industrial chemistry. I did not study anything related to computer science or technology.
Yeah.
But once you can learn the skill, you can work on projects, build a portfolio, you are home and dry, and you have people to work with you.
Yeah.
Professionals who have done it before, just like Tenalytics. You are working with industry experts, they've been in that space, they've worked in your region, they know what is obtainable. How do you get sponsored jobs? Where do you apply? How do you apply? That's the best place you want to be. So we hope to achieve that number, and I hope I'd come back January 2026 and I'll be telling you, Fajira, the numbers we have hit and the amazing
Yeah.
people we've
Yeah.
been able to get jobs for. Yeah.
Trust me, I'm really looking forward to that. Like, one of the reasons why I created this platform is for people to get help. Because I remember when I moved to the UK, we didn't have so much information out there. So
Absolutely.
with this result, trust me, I am very sure that most of my viewers, most of my subscribers will be part of this 1,000 people you're looking at for. Now, another thing I want my viewers to know is that when it comes to visa sponsorship jobs in the UK, there are
Yes.
different platforms where you can search for sponsorship jobs. But when it comes to Tenalytics, during our life, there were some platforms like I share jobs with visa sponsorship that I've never heard of.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, you took us to those
Absolutely.
platforms. Yeah, which
Yes.
is a good thing for anyone who is trying to sign up and see how they can get this basic training. Because with
Yes.
analytics, they tell you the right place to apply. They show you those secret places where they've got those jobs available. When he shared on the screen during our live, I was like, where did you see this website? And one of the things you said you guys pay for some of those sites, right?
Yes, some of them are paid, and that's
Yeah,
why they are not easily accessible to the public. So what we
exactly.
do, we pay for those platforms and we scrape the jobs from the platform and we share them, we send them to our participants every week.
Wow.
So they apply. And that's why you see the success stories rolling in
Yeah,
time in,
yeah.
time out.
So
Yeah,
not everyone knows about these platforms, which is a very good
absolutely.
one. Yeah, so we're going to go to the next question. What do you think are the 10 most in-demand vocations in 2025 in order of ease of transition?
Ease of transitioning, absolutely.
Yeah.
So one of the things we love to do, which I think I've mentioned this severally
Yeah.
the last time I came to your platform, is
Yeah.
we always want to know the jobs that are high in demand. So every year we scrape jobs from the major job boards and we analyze the data to identify the jobs with the highest frequency of demand.
Yeah.
Okay. Once
Yeah.
we do that, we also have to filter those jobs to ensure that they are easy to learn, they are
Yeah.
easy to transition, meaning that I could be a teacher, for example, and become a data analyst because I can learn the skills. Or I can move from a care worker role and I can become a data scientist because I can learn the skill as well. So that's ease of transitioning.
Yeah.
And then the salary, high and rewarding salary. That's number three. So we use these filters to identify the career path that you should go for, that you'd find easy to learn, easy to transition, and high and rewarding salary. One thing we also do is to validate to be sure that these career paths we have identified aligns with where the world is going, the world economy. So we use
Yeah.
the World Economy Forum Future of Jobs report. The recent one was released this month in January 2025, and it
Wow.
shows clearly the career path that would grow in demand and the career path that will decline in
Decline.
demand.
Yeah.
So I'm going to list them out to you. If you want to transition, you want to easily get visa sponsorship. You are in Canada, you are in the US. These are the jobs you want to focus on. Number one is data engineering. Okay, data engineering. If you find yourself in the data space, doing anything data, you are in the right path. It's a
Good.
no brainer. Over
Yeah.
50% of UK companies are hiring for roles that require something data, as long as it has data somewhere. It could be a data officer, data
Yeah.
manager, data
Yeah.
analyst, data scientist, data engineer. You'd find yourself in a career path that is in demand and will keep on growing in demand over the next 5 to 10 years. So
Good.
data engineering,
Yeah.
data science,
Yeah.
data analytics,
Mm-hmm.
HR analytics,
Mm-hmm.
financial analytics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these are the
Yeah.
key 5 areas that are data related that you want to get into. Now, there are other areas that are not necessarily data related, but they are also high in demand. And that's where you'd find cybersecurity
Yeah.
as number six. If you are in cybersecurity, you are literally helping companies protect their systems, protect their network, and also protect their data. Okay,
Yeah.
so you will find a job, you will get a visa sponsored job, your job is in high demand. These are the jobs that have been listed according to the World Economic Forum as jobs that would grow. They are in demand today and they'll keep on growing. So you
Good.
stay relevant, in the coming years. Then you have agile project management, not the conventional project management, but agile. This is
Yeah.
where you find IT project management, agile project management. They're all related because you'd be a project manager working on tech related products within the IT space, essentially. Then finally, last but not the least, is the business analyst. The business analyst has a tie, dotted lines to data because as a business analyst, you would work with data. But your data skills are not your core skills, on a
Yeah.
day to day. Your core skills would be your process mapping skills, your researching skills, your stakeholder management, your project management skills, and so on and so forth, requirements gathering, name it. So the business analyst is required in any organization to help that organization become more efficient, looking
Yeah.
at their current processes, helping them optimize those processes by introducing new automation technologies, and so on and so forth. So if you find yourself in any of these 8 career paths, you are home and dry. You will get a job. You'd find yourself in a career path that is in high demand. Now, to make it 10, because you asked for 10,
Yeah, 10.
Fajira,
Yeah. Thank
then you
you.
want to look at AI and machine
Oh.
learning. Okay. So if you have anything AI today, forget about it. You will get a job very fast. So AI,
Wow.
machine learning specialist. As a machine learning specialist, you are within the data science ecosystem. All right. So, and
Yeah.
finally, if you're in sustainability, okay, you're a sustainability specialist. And one of our students got a job last year as a sustainability data analyst. So if you have sustainability,
Yes.
renewables tied to your career path, you will find a job very fast. You will be in a career path that is in high demand and would keep on
Yes.
growing in demand. So those are the 10 areas I'd like to list. And I hope I answered the question, Fajira.
Very, very well. Thank you, Mr. Adiza. Honestly, you did answer the question. And the problem we are facing now, a lot of migrants in the UK and also overseas, is being able to meet that threshold, salary threshold, to be able to keep their
Absolutely.
dependents and
Yes.
also to bring their dependents from overseas. Now, with
Yes.
this 10 career path you have just mentioned, the
Yes.
start salary for someone who is, let's say, data analyst, from what I've seen online, you could see up to 30 something K, 40K and above. So the
140.
minimum requirements for them to be able to bring their dependent is 38,700 pounds, which means
Yes.
that if you're able to secure a job in any of these high demand
Yes.
role, then you
Yes.
don't really have problem, to bring your dependents, which is a very good thing. And I'm sure a lot
Absolutely.
of people we find this very useful, because everyone is thinking of bringing their dependents. I can't even imagine staying in a country without my family. Oh, with this jobs, I'm sure my viewers will be able to find a place and also be able to keep their dependents, or maybe bring their dependents from overseas. Guys, please like and share this video to your friends and loved ones. I'm sure people will find it helpful. And do not forget to use the links in the description of this video to join the community. And I think you do a free consultation, I guess, for people who are intending to start. Yeah.
Absolutely. We have free sessions every single Saturdays, every
Good.
weekend.
Good.
Yes.
So we're going to go to the next question now, which says visa routes to the UK, US, Canada, and other EU are being tightened. Like we all know, I just mentioned that. What's
Yes.
your advice to those who want to immigrate as skilled workers in 2025 to these countries?
Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer. Okay, it's a straightforward advice. You want to be of value. You want to have skills that are
Yeah.
valuable. It's as simple as that. So if I should give you a direct answer, all I would say is pick one out
Yeah.
of the career path I've shared today. Just one,
Yeah.
okay?
One. Yeah.
And stay committed. So commitment is the elimination of alternatives. A
Yeah.
lot of people get confused. They also get, they move from one career path to tomorrow. They hear that, oh, my friend says business analysis
Yeah.
is the in thing.
Yeah.
They jump from that career path to business analysis. Tomorrow,
Mhm.
they hear that, oh, it is data science. They move from business analysis to data science. So, what you want to do, eliminate all the alternatives and pick one, stay
Yeah.
committed, and learn the skill. I'll tell you for a fact that the people that would have problems, yes, the UK, they've had so many changes.
Yeah.
Last year, April, for example, the Home Office, they scrapped the shortage occupation list. Now you have the
Yeah.
immigration salary list.
Color release.
And like you
Yeah.
said, the salary threshold has also increased
Yeah.
from what it used to be to 38,700. But
700. Yeah.
guess what? 38,700 is not even something I'll tell our participants to accept, because
Good.
that's
Good.
below the industry average.
Yeah.
Somebody last year, for example, he got a job as a credit analyst with one of the companies, Ardent Credit Services in the UK. And it was more or less like an entry level role. And it was £44,000.
Wow.
That was the offer. We've had people getting jobs over £50,000 as data scientists, data engineers, and so on and so forth. So learn a skill, pick one and learn. If you are valuable, you have the skills to compete in the job market, you won't have any problems. No matter how tight how stringent these new changes are, they will not affect you because you can easily get a job and you can have multiple offers and use that to your advantage. There's a lady, her name is Patience. She recently got a job, visa sponsored job with one of the NHS trusts. And how did she get the job? She had two offers. One was saying that they would only give her sponsorship when she has 6 months left on a post study visa, while the other
Oh,
one said they would give her sponsorship immediately. So she had the
wow.
two offers and she was able
Offers.
to use that to negotiate and get something good for herself. Of course, she went for the NHS trust that was giving her sponsorship immediately. So
Yes.
learn the skill. That's my advice to anybody who wants to transition. You want to get a visa sponsored job. You want to easily compete within the job market. Learn the skill and stay competitive. All right. Remember one thing, it's not just about the technical. You don't want to be the best in Python, the best in Excel, best in Power BI. You also need to have employability skills. And that's where Analytics comes in essentially. And I'm sure I'll have time to still talk about that as we move on.
Yeah, just to remind you guys, we're going to be live on the 7th of February at 7 p.m. So you can start jotting down your questions now and
Yes.
come live. We're going to be live, so you will have enough time to ask all your questions. And as well, you
Absolutely.
can also leave any question you've got in the comment section. We'll be there to answer you. Thank you very much. Like you said, learn one and perfect in that one. There is nothing like jack of all trade when it comes to tech. You want to
Exactly.
be a professional in what you're doing. You want to grow to the top in what you're doing. So the best thing you can do, choose one and put in your best, put in your time, and make sure you grow in that one, just like you've heard from him. So the next question I've got, for those who still think IT is not for them, what other skills do you recommend for those who plan to immigrate overseas?
No other skills. That's the
I
reality.
know.
Yeah, no
I
other
know.
skills. It has to be,
Yes.
you must, today in the world that we live in today, you must have some sort of technology related skills. Okay,
Yes.
it's a no-brainer. Except maybe you're a medical doctor, you are, you know, in the medical sector, so to speak, and
Yeah.
you really can't do something different from your current career path. But if you're an accountant, you want to add some data analytics
Something to it.
skills,
Yeah.
become a financial analyst, become a financial planning and analysis professional. Okay.
Yeah.
If you're in logistics, learn data science, become a demand planner, become
Yeah.
a logistics and supply chain analyst. You want to add some level of technology skills to what you have. Everybody's seeing, DeepSeek, ChatGPT, and what is playing out between the two companies. These are two AI related companies. And if you want to think about where the future is going into a space where it's either you know how to use these technologies
Yes.
exceptionally well, or you
Yeah.
have your current skills in addition to some technology related skills so you can stay competitive. You're not going to lose
Yeah.
your job to AI, but you would lose your job to that person who can use technology skills, data analytics, machine learning, cybersecurity, and the rest in addition to the skills that they have. Okay, so it's a no brainer for me. I'd advise it's not going to take anything away from you.
Yeah.
Okay, if
Yeah.
you are a HR professional, add data analytics to that. You become a
Yes.
HR analyst, a people analyst,
Yeah.
and so on and so forth. I can go on and on,
I
but
know.
again, what I want you to do is technology, IT is not for specific professionals. These are skills that you can learn. I did industrial chemistry. First job was as a management consultant, but today I've worked as a data analyst, a data
Yeah.
scientist, data
Yeah.
engineers, and we've had so many people who have gone through 10 analytics that fall under the same category. They studied something totally unrelated. Their profession is also totally unrelated to what they are doing today. And to give you a statistic that buttresses my point, Fajira, 54% of graduates, they don't go out to work based on what they have studied. They do something totally different.
Exactly. I'm one of them.
54%. Exactly. Even myself, I gave myself as
Yeah.
an example.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what does that mean? It means that, and
Yeah.
technology is one of the easiest places you can easily make that transition because it is skill based. You can learn the skills, work on projects, build a portfolio to show you can do the job, and that's where you transition into this career path. If that makes sense, Fajira.
Yes, it does make so much sense. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Mr. Adiza. Like he said, one key was stay competitive. Now, apart from just that, also continuously improve on yourself, which,
Absolutely.
yeah, continuous improvement in whatever you do. That's the only way you can stay at the top. So, for those who are just joining, or maybe you're scared about what we are talking about, just to let you know that you don't even need a university degree to become a data analyst.
It's good for you to have a
To
university
have it.
degree, but it's
Yeah.
not compulsory. You'd find
Okay.
organizations that would not require you to have a
So
degree. What they want from you
basically.
is to see what you've done. Show me your portfolio. Let me see what you've done with
Exactly.
Power BI. Let me see what you've done with Tableau. All right.
Yeah.
However, you'd also find organizations that would insist that you have a degree. But
A degree.
either
Yeah.
way, you'd find yourself in a position where you can compete,
With
in different
others. Yeah.
spaces.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's good. Thank you very much. And the last question, because I don't want this video to be too long, because we will be
Yes,
live as well to answer more
absolutely.
questions. The last question I've got here for you, Mr. Adiza, is can you please remind us of the services you provide and how you support your students during and after their training? Are there any new offers or after training services?
I'll try to summarize by
Yeah.
using this. We believe in the technical plus the
Yeah.
employability gets you the
Yeah.
job. So we don't focus on just the technical like so many other people do. They teach you so many technical skills, but how do you get to the front of the interviewer, having the right CV, having the right LinkedIn, preparing you for interviews when those interviews come in. So what we do at Analytics is we train you in all the areas I've mentioned: data analytics, data science. You have a blended learning approach. You have a
Yeah.
self-paced platform, the Analytics LMS. You log into the LMS, you can watch your videos, case studies, and all of that at your own convenience. And
Yeah.
then during the weekends, Saturdays, you have your live classes. It doesn't matter where you are. If you're in the US, you're in the UK, Canada, there is a class for your time zone. So you have your
Brilliant.
live classes where you get to interact with a professional like myself. We work on projects together. You have the opportunity to ask questions and so on and so forth. Once you move from the classes, your self-paced and the live classes, then you move into your portfolio. Okay, how do you
Yeah.
show that you have proof that you've done these things before? So when you work on case studies and you work on projects to build your experience, you build a portfolio. So we'll show you how to do that, and that's your proof that you've done the work before. Then you have your employability skills. So we help you with your CV, having the right CV, keyword optimized, can pass the ATS system, and so on and so forth. Help you with your LinkedIn optimization as well.
Yeah.
Then when you get offers, interviews, we prepare you for those interviews. So you go into the interviews knowing exactly what to say to land that job. Then when it comes to references, we provide you with references. UK employers would ask for references. Where have you
Yeah.
worked before? So when you
Yeah.
join Analytics, you don't join as a student, you join as a contractor or a consultant. Then
Wow.
you can request for a reference from us. You get our details. The organization would send us a reference request and we provide that on your behalf. Once you have all of that done, you have your networking and the mentorship sessions. So every single Thursdays, you have a mentorship session where
Yeah.
myself, the co-founder, we bring in other industry experts and we show you exactly what you need to do. You have the opportunity to ask questions and we literally hold your hands. The mistakes we made, you don't want to make those mistakes.
Yeah.
And that's the essence of the mentorship session. Finally, you have your internship. Internship, every program comes with its internship between 2 months to 6 months. The internship is where you get to build experience. You work in a cross functional team,
Yeah.
which is what you'd find in the real world of work. You don't work alone in a silo, you work in a cross functional team. So you work on projects, you work on case studies with different team members, and you solve a problem collectively, just as you would in a typical real organization. And all
Yeah.
of this culminating together is what has made us so successful in helping our
Wow.
participants to land jobs. So it's not just about the technical, it's the
Yeah.
technical plus the employability skills. And that's the services that we offer.
Thank you so much, Mr. Adiza. Honestly, this package, I would say, is a full
Absolutely.
package because you hardly see a lot of trainers or
Yes.
organizations like yours that actually stay with the candidates till the end of the process, which is a good thing, which
Yes.
is why I always want you to be on this platform because I want my viewers, I want my audience, I want my subscribers to get the best. This is a year that you don't have to wait for anybody. This is a year that you have to tell yourself, yes, I can do it. If you told yourself last year that you can't do it, this is when to stand up and tell yourself that you can do it because you want the best for yourself, you want the best for your family, and you want the best for your future. So 10 Alexis is there to help you through all the processes, just as you've heard him say that they will not just leave you halfway. They are there
Yes.
to give you references, which is a very important requirement in the UK or any part of the world if you
Anyway.
get a job. So stay tuned, 7th February, don't miss out. And also in the description of this video, there are links you can click on to join the community, to book a section, to listen to the free webinar. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Adiza, for coming on this platform today. And like you said, we're looking at 1,000 people in
Yes.
this year to secure a job with visa sponsorship. And by this time in 2026, we'll be talking about 2, 3, 4,000. So fingers
Absolutely.
crossed. Yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching this video. And if you're yet to subscribe, please hit on that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and do not forget to share this video with your friends, share with your communities, because there are lots of people out there just looking for this information to help them. So spread the good news to give them the opportunity to make their life a better one this 2025. Thank you very much and see you right in our next video. Bye bye for now.
Thanks for having me. Cheers.
Yeah.